welcome to Gear Gyan with me, Sahil Jagtiani, where we talk about all things related to the Indian guitar gear scene. In today's episode, we've got a Vox into a Vox into a Vox. But before that, make sure you click that subscribe button and ring that bell to stay up to date with all our latest videos. Those were the specs of the guitar listed on their website. Now let's take it to the bench and look at it in more detail. On the bench we've got the Vox SDC22, two mini humbuckers, an aluminium wraparound bridge. You can adjust the intonation on it as well. You've got a solid three-way selector switch. You've got another switch for choosing between your lead and your rhythm voicing. You've got a rosewood fretboard. You've got a nicely finished set of 22 frets. You've got pretty responsive tuners. You've got this amazing strap button over here, which is really cool. You'll be ensured that it it stays solid and it doesn't come out also as well. It's well made. You've got a scoop here, you've got a scoop here. That's quite nice, ensuring better access to the upper frets. Let's turn it around. So at the back of the guitar you can see that it's got a gloss neck. There's a volute over here as well to ensure stability in case you drop your guitar. The neck's not satin at all. It's like full gloss, but it's not that extra sticky gloss that you would probably get in one of the Gibsons. It's workable. The cutaway over here is just fantastic. It's just so good. It just gives you a lot of access to the upper frets. You've got a black plastic plate to cover the electronic cavity. All in all, it's a beautiful looking guitar. So let's look at the length of the guitar. Body length is around about 40 inches. The scale length is 24.75. Let's look at the nut width. 42.5 centimeters. And at the 12th fret, it's 52.1. Okay, let's look at the depth at the first fret. It's around about 15.3, and at the 12th fret it's 21.7. Now there's no point in checking the fret rocker on this because yes, it's been played a lot. This is a discontinued model, so I'm expecting there to be a lot of leveling issues, but let's check the fret ends. Oh wow, that's amazing. The fretboard seems to be rolled nicely. The fret ends are superb. The construction of this guitar is really good. So in the neck position, the mini humbucker has a reading of 9.82k ohms as a DC resistance. This is in the more hotter voice setting. In the middle pickup position, it's 5.0k ohms. This is with both the humbuckers. And at the bridge position it's 9.9405k ohms. Now let's look at the neck position in the less hot voice, which is 2.5. okay, that's a huge drop. In the middle position it's 1.27k ohms, and that's almost like nothing, and 2.53 in the bridge. That's really weird. I don't know why they would have this kind of a jump. It's just too much. Okay, now for the tone test. I'm running it into the AC10. What we're first going to do is we're going to have a clean test. You're going to have the 6 different options. That means the 3-way switch in all the 3 different positions, along with the 2 voicings. I'm going to set the tone at 10, set the volume at 10, Probably the gain at maybe 9 o'clock, have the bass in treble at 12 o'clock, the reverb at 12 o'clock, and the volume according to the level at which my neighbors don't come with pitchforks. Now I'm going to add a little bit of grit to it. I'm going to set the gain to around about, well, 100%. Turn the volume down a little bit. I'm going to go to town with the guitar. All the 6 different positions. Let's get to it. those were the tones that you could get from this guitar. What do you think? Is it something you'd pick up? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Personally, there are a lot of pros and cons for this guitar for me. I did pick it up. I got it at a good rate. Let me go through the pros with you first, okay? It's a well-designed guitar. The quality of the body is fantastic. Okay, it's made in Indonesia, but the tuner keys are very responsive, very well made. The synthetic nut is nice, it's cut well. I still don't see any fret sprout anywhere, even though this seems to be a guitar older than a couple of years, or maybe 1 year or more. So that's a good sign. The neck, even though it's a gloss neck, I'm not a big fan of gloss necks. I still enjoy playing this neck a lot, especially because of the the heel joint, the way it's cut. It's really beautiful. It's really easy to reach the upper frets. The construction of the strap button is really nice. I like this design. It's very sturdy. It holds the strap really well. I have used the strap on it once before and I've tested it. It's got a thumbs up for me. The pots are nice, no complaints over there. I don't think there's a treble bleed circuit on this. I could be wrong, but I don't think there is, because when you do lower the volume, you lose some highs. Okay, so now let's get to the cons of this guitar. Looking at the pickups, I mean, listening to them, they are labeled as being extra loud, mini humbuckers and things like that. It just doesn't do much for me. I think this lead position on the top and the rhythm position on the bottom is just, frankly speaking, a waste. Because in the lead position, you're just knocking off the lows, and it just makes it very shrill. It doesn't do anything much for me. I'm not a big fan of the bridge pickup either. I don't know why. I would probably just use the neck pickup, frankly speaking. I mean, for high gain, yeah, okay, it's nice, but I don't know, I've heard better, okay? The biggest complaint for me is the bridge, the wraparound bridge. While the locking system is securing it, it's a real pain to set the intonation, to set the height, to get the action right. I don't know, it took me a really long time to set up this guitar. It's not something I look forward to doing all the time. You literally can't turn the screws unless you have a hex wrench to open up the locking screws at the back. I mean, the pickups and the setup from the bridge has put me a bit off this guitar. It looks beautiful, it sounds good in certain circumstances, but yeah, I mean, it's not for me. But what do you think? Is it for you? Hope you enjoyed that episode. Make sure you click the subscribe button and ring that bell to stay up to date with all our latest videos. If you want to support me in making such videos, know that YouTube doesn't pay me much money, but we need some money for editing, shooting, and for getting new gear and goodies. Now, in order to get some goodies, we're going to need some patrons. And where can you become a patron? You can become a patron on my Patreon link, which is in the card above. Go there and support this channel. If you want to support me even further, make sure you follow me on social media. Your likes, your clicks, and your comments all help. Make sure you follow me, SSJ Productions, and Gear Gyan on social media. Links are in the description below. And above all else, stay safe and wash your hands.